What's going on, everyone? This is Sarge. We're going to be looking at the M40A5 today in the very first Battlefield 4 weapon review. The M40A5 stems from a long line of variants of the Remington 700, going all the way back to the 1960s. The difference between this model compared to its predecessors, such as the A3 or the A1, is the fact that it has a threaded barrel, allowing for attachments such as the muzzle brake or the suppressor. It also has a detachable magazine and a forward roll, allowing optics such as the night vision to be attached onto it. The weapon itself, including its model variants, are definitely not new to video games, going all the way back to Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six series, including games such as Half-Life, Far Cry 2, Delta Force, and even Resident Evil Revelations. The use of it in Battlefield has been one of the more popular bolt actions, as it gives the user who wields the weapon a great balance between damage, accuracy, and speed, catering to a lot of the competitive and aggressive recons out there. And so what I want to do is focus on the statistics itself and what makes this weapon unique in the Battlefield 4 series. Looking at some of the stats here, we can see that it comes with a magazine size of 11 bullets, max minimum damage of 159 points, bullet drop at 9.81 meters per second squared, 762 by 51 millimeter NATO round, fire rate of 60 rounds per minute, which makes this the second fastest bolt action in the game. Muzzle velocity at 480 meters per second, unless suppressed it'll be 300. So we can see that the M40A5 evolves around more of the close to medium range sniping, getting a lot more kills in a shorter amount of time, with the amount of speed and consistency that the stats bring with this type of weapon. So it's definitely on par with other bolt actions that are also centered around the same playstyle, such as the Scout Elite or the FYJS. The only major difference that the M40 has over these weapons is the fact that it doesn't have that huge hit-to-end damage that the other bolt actions have, like that 36.6 damage that Scout Elite has. You're going to have to take more than 2 shots. You want to be able to kill your target in less than 2. And so M40 is going to be able to deliver when it comes to that damage. And so if we look at the multiplier here, we'll see that headshot is 235%. So you're going to be able to kill your every target at 1 shot, regardless of how far they are. Unless your target is running the defensive field upgrade, you'll also be able to kill them up to 12.5 meters in the torso and arms in 1 shot. Any shot that lands below the waist is always going to be 2 shots, regardless of the distance between you and your target. This is where having that 100 to 59 maximum minimum damages plays a big role with this weapon, is that it still allows you to play a defensive role. If you need to kill your targets at farther distances, you're still able to do that in less than 3 shots. And this is probably why the M40 is the second most used weapon in Battlefield 4, is that it balances this idea of playing more an aggressive or defensive role in Battlefield 4 and still being an effective recon player. Whereas the Scout Elite and the FYJS cater to specifically an aggressive recon, the M40A5 gives any recon the ability to pick up a weapon that's fast, agile, and able to deliver at all ranges. The only major hit that the M40 has over the other bolt actions that are available is that it has the slowest muzzle velocity in the game at 480 meters per second squared. Compared to the other bolt actions, you're really gonna have to lead your shots at longer distances, making it more difficult to kill your targets at farther ranges. The more farther they are, if they're moving around, you really have to lead those shots. The bullet drop is still significantly less compared to the other bolt actions. The only one that rivals the M40A5 is the FYJS. There's still gonna be a learning curve when it comes to shooting your targets at longer distance. Nevertheless, unless you're shooting your targets at above 200 meters, you won't have to use the zeroing as much. With the reload time of 6 seconds of an empty magazine, makes the M40A5 one of the fastest weapons when it comes to consistency in Battlefield 4. Keeping this in mind, we know that the M40 caters to any type of playstyle in the game, making it a lot more versatile when it comes to the attachments that come with the gun. So whereas the long scopes, such as the 20 times or 40 times, don't really fit well with the Scout Elite, you don't have that limited option with the M40. So whether you're using long, medium, or close range attachments, it doesn't really matter, because of the stats itself on the weapon caters to any playstyle that you can bring to Battlefield. I personally like to use the long range scopes because it still allows me to be an effective recon at farther distances, and because the maps in Battlefield are huge, especially if you're playing large conquest, you're going to have to really need those long scopes to be able to pick off your targets at farther ranges. But you still have to utilize tactics like drag scoping or no scopes to really be an effective close range player. I could still pull off a lot of close shots at medium ranges. Attachments such as the pole bolt or the laser sight cater to that playstyle, but you're not limited to that. So keep that in mind. You can fit any kind of attachment, switch out any gadget you want in the game, and it'll still be overall an effective recon player. So the M40 is the more versatile bolt action in Battlefield, and it's one of my favorite top picks in this weapon review. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter if you want to see some more updates concerning my videos. Subscribe if you want to see some more upcoming Battlefield content on my channel, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Thanks again for watching. My name is Sgt.Enigma. I'm out.